Hello friends, our today's topic is from English pedagogy. It is direct method. It is an important method which comes regularly in our exams. So now we start the direct method. That what is direct method? The direct method also be known as natural method, mother's method and reformed method. Now the question is that why we call it natural method? Then its answer is that the direct method teaches language in the same way in which the child learns his mother tongue. The language taught through demonstration and conversations in context. Now the question is why we say it mother's tongue. So its answer is that this method the learner is expected to learn the new language in a natural manner like his mother tongue. That's why we say it mother's tongue method also. Now last one is that why we say it a reform method. So its answer is that the direct method was developed as a reaction against the translation method. So that's why it is also known as reformed method. Now we just come on the origin of this method. This method is originated in France in 1901. Its principles were propounded in Germany. It is based on the principle that fluency in reading and facility in writing follows fluency in speech. This method was popularized by the International Phonetic Association of France. Now, what is the meaning of the direct method? The direct method of teaching English is the method of teaching English directly without use of students' mother tongue, without translation, and without the study of formal grammar. It seeks to establish direct association between experience and expression. English words are taught to the students by pointing to objects or pictures or by performing suitable action. Direct method of teaching English is the method of teaching in which a new English word or expression is connected in the people's mind directly with what is stand for and know through the medium of mother tongue. Now we just come on the aims of direct method. The direct method aims, what are the main aims of direct method? As you can see on the screen that to make the people think in English, to develop in the people that instinctive understanding language sense which we all possesses in varying degrees in the mother tongue. The idea of direct method is that the learner should experience the new language in the same way in which he experienced his mother tongue. In the direct method, the intervention of the mother tongue is done away with. The learner understands when he hears or reads in the foreign language without thinking of the mother tongue equivalents. Likewise, he speaks or writes the foreign language without the need of translating his idea or thought from the mother tongue into the foreign language. He begins to think in the new language as efficiently and fluently as he does in the case of his mother tongue. He acquires what he calls that instinctive unerring language sense which we all possess in varying degree in the mother tongue and which suspending all rules, grammars and dictionaries, resting at bottom on the direct association between experience and expression, is the only sure guide in the use of language. Now the characteristics of direct method. First is lessons are in the target language. It means is that in direct method English is taught without the interference of mother tongue. In it lessons are taught only the target language which the students want to learn. Second is audio-visual material are used to teach English. This method makes extensive use of audio-visual materials as English is taught through demonstration. This facilitates learning and makes the lesson interesting. Next one is particular attention is placed on the accuracy of pronunciation and grammar. In this method, the pronunciation is taught systematically and grammar is taught inductively as examples are given before the rules. Now, the basic principles of direct method. The first is direct link between the word and its meaning. The main principle underlying direct method is establishment of direct link between English word or phrase and its meaning. The mother tongue is not be used. Second is functional grammar is used. Direct method has no place for theoretical grammar. If grammar is to be taught, is to be done so by inductive method. In this method, learning of grammar is not essential. It is only a means of the learning of language correctly and not an end in itself. In this method, language precedes grammar. Now, third is no use of mother tongue. In this method, the use of mother tongue is inhibited. This helps to ensure direct link between the word and the meaning. Next is oral practice. In this method, it lays great emphasis on oral practice in learning English. Oral practice helps in the direct link between the English words and the objects for which they stand. Last one is unit of speech is sentence. Direct method is based on the principle of making sentence as the unit of speech. So, teaching of English starts with this teaching of sentences and not with the individual words. To remember the direct method, some important points are that unit of speech is sentences, method, inductive method, main focus will be stress on speaking and listening, and stress is on each branch of learning. Now we just come on the merits, that what are the merits of the direct method. First is full of activity. This method emphasizes on the spoken part. The reading of English becomes easy and pleasant. It is based on the interaction of the teacher and the students, and increased use of pictures, diagrams, models makes reading more interesting and joyful. It aims at the practical aspect of mastering the language from an easily stage itself. Moreover, being based on activity, the method keeps the students attentive to the proceedings of the classroom. Second one is ask question in between the lecture. The teacher can ask some common questions related to the current actions. For example, when the teacher is teaching, he can ask questions like, what is in my hand? She can try it holding a pen. Second, what am I doing? Putting it on the table. Next, what have I done after putting it on the table? Now, third is this method gives the fluency of speech. This method establishes a direct link between experience and expression. Thus, the students acquire fluency in speech. There is no intervention of mother tongue and the student thinks in English. He does not find it difficult to express his thoughts in speech. The students taught through direct method speak English more fluently than those who have been taught through the translation method. Their pronunciation is also better as they are given opportunity to speak English. Next is it aids reading. Direct method makes the study of English easy and interesting. The students taught through this method acquire a great love for reading English books and magazines. In this way, direct method encourages self-study in English. Now next is this method makes understanding of English easier. It means direct method of teaching makes the understanding of English easier by doing away with the intervention of mother tongue and establishing direct link between the English words or phrases or concept objects. The learner acquires the ability to understand what he hears or reads in English directly. Next is this method emphasizes on the command over language. This method enables students to acquire a command over the English language by speaking English all the time, whether right or wrong. Their primary errors soon disappear and in a few years they acquire the command over it which they have over their mother tongue. And last is no gap between active and passive vocabulary. This method does not differentiate between active vocabulary as those words which we know and use, and passive vocabulary means those words which we understand but do not use, because whatever is required for understanding, English is also required for expressing it. If English is learned through the mother tongue, the gulf between the active and passive vocabulary is widened. Through this method, the student acquires a great control over vocabulary. Now, the demerits of direct method. First is suits only smart teachers and smart peoples. Its meaning is that the direct method suits only smart teachers and smart peoples. The pity of matters is that most of the English teachers in India have themselves got a very defective pronunciation of English. Their own knowledge of the language is not so rich that they can handle classes through this method. Second is no translation. In this method, there are four ways of explaining meanings: material, association, translation, definition and context. But the direct method ignores translation completely. Next is not a complete method. The direct method is not a complete method as it lays more emphasis on speech training and other aspects of language learning like reading and writing do not receive due attention. It has been seen that the people who are otherwise good at speaking commit many spelling mistakes in their writing. Next is each student not satisfied. Since this method demands individual attention, the size of the class should not be large. There should be proper audiovisual equipment available to the teacher. But since such facilities are not always available, the direct method has not been successful. The direct method is generally followed in public schools in which the study of English starts from the first class and English is also the medium of instruction. It is on account of this reason that the standard of attainment of the students of public schools in English is far above that of students taught in other institutions. Next is this method is expensive. This method is so much expensive because a lot of audio-visual material is needed. Thanks for watching my video, and now we again meet with a new topic and with a new video.